Friends, welcome to our now traditional news episode. Every week I gather truly bullish news for you, so you can save your time and stay informed about the most important events in the crypto world. For the second week in a row, we're getting undeniably bullish news from the USA. Next week, U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis is expected to introduce a bill that will require the U.S. government to purchase 1 million bitcoins as a strategic reserve asset. Finally, I've always believed that Bitcoin should be part of strategic reserves. The basic concept of the new bill proposed by Senator Cynthia Lummis is that the Federal Reserve System, the Fed, will begin to use Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. This decision will put Bitcoin alongside gold and foreign currencies. According to Lummis, the adoption of BTC could strengthen the dollar and stabilize the U.S. monetary system. I hope these are not just promises, and that soon, countries all over the world will wisely diversify their strategic reserves. Cynthia Lummis made this proposal at the Bitcoin 2024 conference, which was also attended by Donald Trump, whom we mentioned in our last episode. His speech is definitely worth mentioning in our news review. Trump expressed confidence that Bitcoin will one day exceed the market cap of gold and reaffirmed his intentions to make the U.S. a more favorable jurisdiction for the crypto business. He stated that if the U.S. doesn't do it, China will. He promised to turn the U.S. into the cryptocurrency capital of the planet and a global Bitcoin superpower, fire SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, and establish a presidential advisory council on BTC and cryptocurrencies. He also mentioned that the digital dollar, CBDC, will not be implemented as long as he is president. Moreover, Trump promised not to sell the BTC held by the U.S. and to create a national strategic reserve of BTC. Wow, friends, these are truly ambitious plans. Trump sees the future in cryptocurrencies, and I completely agree with him. By the way, during Trump's speech, the market adjusted, and Bitcoin lost over $1,000 in value. However, the correction was short-lived, and a rebound quickly followed. BlackRock also attended the conference. The company currently manages over $10 trillion. It's hard to even imagine that figure. The company stated that they view Bitcoin not as a simple, risky asset, but as one with unique fundamental drivers and the potential to become a safe store of value. BlackRock's clients are primarily interested in BTC and slightly in ETH, but very little beyond these two assets. Independent advisors at BlackRock typically allocate 2 to 3% of capital to Bitcoin. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin ETF is attracting politicians. For instance, the mayor of Jersey City plans to invest part of the city's pension fund, 2%, in a Bitcoin ETF. Stephen Fulop announced that he has long believed in cryptocurrencies and considers blockchain one of the most significant technological innovations. In his statement on the social network X on July 25th, Fulop mentioned that the city's pension fund is updating its documentation with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, to reflect planned investments in the Bitcoin ETF. Although the exact percentage of the investment was not disclosed, the mayor mentioned it would be comparable to the 2% allocated by the Wisconsin Pension Fund. Now on to corporate news. Last week, institutional investors continued to impress us with their decisions. For instance, Wall Street firm Cantor Fitzgerald, which has been working with Tether since 2021, is launching a business for lending and financing in Bitcoin. Individuals and companies will be able to take loans in fiat currency backed by BTC. The initial funding for the project will be $2 billion, with plans to increase the budgets in the future. To understand the scale, Cantor Fitzgerald serves over 5,000 institutional clients worldwide. Such large companies understand that the future is with cryptocurrencies. We will conclude our overview with long-term forecasts from VanEck and Plan B. One of the largest asset managers in the world expects that by 2050, Bitcoin will reach $2.9 million in the base case scenario and $52.38 million in the bullish case. This forecast is based on a detailed analysis of global trade, GDP growth, and the monetary velocity of BTC. Monetary velocity measures how often a single unit of currency is used to make purchases within a specific period. VanEck's model suggests that by 2050, Bitcoin will become a key international medium of exchange and one of the main reserve currencies in the world. I am confident that this forecast will come true and Bitcoin will become a main financial instrument. Another renowned analyst, Plan B, predicted that the price of Bitcoin will rise to $140,000 by November 2024. He made this prediction after the flagship cryptocurrency's price increased to $70,000. He explained his forecast by stating that the revenue of Bitcoin miners bottomed out after the halving that took place in April 2024. Now let's move on to Battle Bulls news. Last week, access to a crucial feature was unlocked. The ranking system. Ranks provide access to increased energy and tap value. This means that every tap will bring even more in-game euros to your balance. And remember, the higher the rank, the faster you accumulate your in-game balance and increase your profits. Also, a quick reminder, there's very little time left until the end of the booster promo code period for 1 million in-game euros. Invite your friends and get the most out of the game. See you on our channel next week.